Class 3 over the 1,200 metres for race number 6. The Norfolk Handicap, Jolly Convergence, carries saddlecloth number 1. He's a course and distance winner in February. Green card takes the drop-in trip, 14 down to the 1,200 metres. Fantastic Feelings, a 4-time course and distance winner. Super Hoppy gets a first start for Danny Shum, first up since February. Ever Brave, run up over the 1,000 metres last time out. On the Conquest, third, 2 starts back behind Fast Most Furious and Salto Olympico from the 1650 back to the 1,200 metre trip here.
Extremely Fun hasn't raced since early April, but a recent trial from him suggests that he could probably find the front. Super Hoppy's had 2 trials at the Valley. He's also had a break. He's also had a stable change. The trials suggest he can be right on the speed. I'm a Conquest should get a nice position as he did a couple of starts ago at this course and distance, and Jolly Convergence will press on from the 5. Should he step away okay?
Fantastic Feeling is a 6-year-old now, but he still works pretty well. You can see him moving nicely. A couple of runs. He's had a couple of excuses as well. He's always in the market. Fantastic Feeling and does like Happy Valley. So he moves okay here. There's no problems with him. Super Bobby's a different horse now. He's changed stables. He seems to really love his new environment. His track work's been first class. Zach Purton's jumped aboard. Low barrier draw. Whooshka. There he is down the back straight there. Super Hoppy. And I'm the Conquest. Now he moves nice enough. He's coming back off an all-weather run. I'm a Conquest. And prior to that, he did run okay at Happy Valley, so he goes into this race a pretty fit horse as well.
All right, we'll have a look at I'm a Conquest very shortly. First race we're going to have a look at that involves Master Albert, Super Leader and Fantastic Feeling behind Cheerful Jet, of course, came out and won on the weekend.
Yeah, all these 3 horses are all sort of midfield or worse and run on late. Master Albert, Super Leader, Fantastic Feeling. So they're going to want to hope that there's a strong tempo up front.
Master Albert just can't buy a draw, can he? 12, 7, 9 at his last 3, and he's drawn 10 this one. So I see him getting back and running on late. I've got him in the numbers because he's a consistent place getter.
Yeah, there's certainly some abilities. Hasn't quite won just yet. Brave Legend, the next one we'll have a look at. We're going back 2 starts for him. This involves Jolly Convergence as well. Brave Legend was disappointing the other side of this. Well, lame, I suppose, wasn't he? But...
He did pull up lame, so he did have an excuse there, and it was at Sharton they tried. Back to Happy Valley's probably more his go. Look, I'm going to sneak him in once again because he always shows me enough to put him in, and it was a really good finish once again here.
It was. I'm just not sure how much pace there'll be in the race, so I've sort of worked my numbers around those that might be in the first half. All
right, OK. I'm the Conquest. We saw him there in track work. This is 2 starts back for him because he was on the all-weather last time. Good form reference here. Fast Most Furious.
Yes, he was well spec'd this night too at the Valley, ran 3rd, and as you say, Fast Most Furious started through and he went out to win, of course, last week at the Valley in impressive style again. You look at the form here, see, I'm the Conquest, he just hangs on to 3rd. Harrier Jet almost grabs him and he ran an enormous race last week. So I'm going to suggest coming back to the Valley with a good barrier draw, he can box seat and he'll give himself a good chance.
Yeah, it'll be a welcome winner for Derek Cruz. I didn't find a place for him, I just thought that might have been his go in that one, but yeah, he's running pretty well.
All right, OK, that's I'm a Conquest. Super Hoppy, though, is our favourite with a new stable and fresh up as well. His jockey, Zach Purton.
Zach, Super Hoppy, few new things. First run at Happy Valley, first run for 3 months, first run for his new stable. You've ridden him in his trials and also track work. How is he going into Wednesday night?
Yeah, I think he's going well enough, and he's shown in the time he's been here in Hong Kong that he's got an engine. It's just a matter of getting it all to fall into place for him. Happy Valley's obviously a little bit weaker competition-wise, and he's been there for a couple of trials, so he knows his way around there.
Those trials have looked good?
Yeah, they've been nice. You know, hasn't been under too much pressure. It'll be interesting to see how he goes when he is under full pressure, but you know, I'd like to think there's a little bit more left there.
Fitness-wise, where's he at?
He's forward enough. He's done enough with those trials, and Danny's done enough with him in the mornings for him to be competitive.
He's drawn well. Where do you see him in the run?
He's got natural speed, so I'd assume he's going to be handy.
All right, that's give you even more confidence there, Paul?
Yeah, I think he's going to win the race. I'm going to make him the best of the night. He's a different horse now. He's with Danny Shum. This will be his first start. Danny's taken his time with him. He's given him those 2 trials at Happy Valley. He's going to get a perfect run. Barrier 3, Zach Purton aboard. A few ticks there.
Unbeaten before he came here. Won 2 in provincial Queensland, then went to Doomben, won. Paul made a case for him when he first got here, and then obviously things didn't go right. He's had a stable change. Whatever beats him will win. I'm going to tip I'm the Conquest, only because he's got a bit of race fitness on his side.
All right, but Super Hoppy on top for you, though, Paul?
Yep, Super Hoppy. I'll make him the best to beat Master Albert, who will get back. He'll be running on. He's a super consistent place getter, Master Albert. Extremely fun. If they leave him alone in front, because he's got barrier 11, he should go across. He loves Happy Valley. It can be a hard horse to get past at times. And his last trial was pretty good. Brave Legend, he'll be the one running on from the back. 6, 7, 2 and 4, but do like the 6.
Got 3 of those numbers in. I'll go with I'm the Conquest to sit out, one back, and maybe potentially with the race fitness get over the top of Super Hoppy, who potentially could have a little bit of a bigger engine, no doubt about that. 7, Master Albert, won't be far away, and like Paul said, extremely fun, looks the leader, and he probably won't get much of a contest, so he will take the running down. 10, 6, 7 and 2.
All right, a super Q for me, Super Hoppy and Super Leader. Those are the top 2 for me in race number 6.